The scene shifts to the liege's hall. My liege, all preparations for the grand ceremony are complete. Even if there are minor errors, we subordinates can immediately correct them. Excellent work, you've been working hard. Would you like a drink? Thank you, my liege, for the drink. He then used a pair of tongs to bring over a cup of wine. This is a reward for your hard work these past few days. Take it, your humble servant thanks you, my liege. Right, and what about that young Seoryang, how is he? The liege asked the Grand Protector. My liege, after the incident at the tavern with the captain, there have been no further changes observed in the third young master. That's not what I'm asking. Then what is your liege asking? I want to know how that young Seoryang has changed. Recently, the third young master remains the same, no significant changes. Is that so? Alright then. He thought to himself, that means Seoryang didn't choose the earth spirit in the ancient bamboo forest, the earth spirit chose him. Following it, so that's the fortuitous encounter he achieved, but this encounter truly surprised me greatly. Speaking of the earth spirit, it's a creature unlike any other in the ancient bamboo forest. It exists in a cycle of reincarnation, following life and death. Each time it dies, it's reborn into a younger body to continue its new life cycle. At that time, the surrounding creatures and spiritual energy will be drained by it. The earth spirit is perhaps the strangest spiritual beast in the world. But the reason everyone calls it a demon is for another reason. Each time it reincarnates, the land inevitably falls into chaos, and war breaks out. The ominous signs following its rebirth have become legend in the world since then. All of this makes its very existence a terrifying fear for the entire Murim. It sat high above, watching Chun Hajin trying to help his maid. Chun Hajin took her pulse and diagnosed the poison as some kind of insect poison. While only mildly affected, it wasn't life-threatening yet. Ironically, she didn't know martial arts, so she wouldn't be able to withstand the insect poison accumulating inside her body. The most important thing now was to quickly expel the insect poison. To do this, he had to maximize his healing abilities by using the boundless technique combined with his demoic art. Lately, I've noticed her eyes have been distant and fearful. It's because of this. The insect poison has frightened her and is draining her life force. I really don't know what cruel person would do this to Manhwa. He channeled his chi into her body. Immediately afterward, she coughed up blood, along with the insect poison. Manhwa, are you alright? You're okay now. Holding the insect poison, he murmured, this is an ancient insect poison. It's not meant to kill, but to control others, forcing them to obey to get the antidote and turning them into obedient slaves. That means someone wanted her to do something, so they poisoned her. Only one person is cruel enough to do this. It's the fourth young master, that damned bastard. Scene change. What do you mean? You're saying that the little maid is someone the fourth young master planted to harm the third young master? I can't say for sure, but what I want to talk about is the incense. This is the scent only found on the fourth young master. I always smell it strongly on him, but this incense was found in Manhwa's room, that's why I said so. Furthermore, she was poisoned with the insect poison. Someone definitely poisoned her and forced her to obey. So you mean? Exactly, the maid was poisoned. They wanted the third young master to inhale this scent, but she refused. It seems the third young master has a very loyal maid, but I don't understand why the fourth young master would do this. You're such a simpleton, why would you even ask? There's only one reason. What is it? Dongpil asked curiously. It's to fight for the position of liege. This is nothing new in this sect. The young masters always fight by eliminating each other. Whoever survives is the winner. The scene shifts to the fourth young master's smoky room. Guard, yes, my lord. You see, Seoryang is still at ease as if nothing happened, right? Yes, my lord, I'm a little worried. I don't understand how he can remain so calm. You don't need to worry about anything. When I work, I always have a backup plan. Even if the worst happens, I can still handle it. What is the worst case scenario that you are talking about? If something really goes wrong, I will take responsibility for you. Don't think that way. That scenario won't happen. We've made thorough plans. No matter what that villain Seoryang does, he won't escape our grasp. At the right time, we'll be able to eliminate him. I'll have someone monitor his every move immediately. As they were talking, there was a loud crash. The door to the fourth young master's quarters was smashed. They were startled and didn't know what was happening. From the doorway, a long path on the ground was ripped open by a powerful palm strike. The person who entered was the third young master. Several guards lay scattered around him. he walked straight towards the fourth young master inside. "You damned villain, come out here, don't hide and harm others from behind, aren't you afraid of divine retribution? He dares to barge into my quarters, and you're still acting so arrogant, you're bold, even as the third young master, you should consider the liege's reputation." "You talk about reputation?" he calmly asked. "So, third brother, what's the matter? Why did you storm into my house like this? Seems like someone provoked you, didn't they?" Chun Hajin angrily clenched his fist, cursing inwardly. Slap, asterisk, you dare pretend you don't know what's going on. He punched him in the face. He staggered back a few steps. He smiled, wiped the blood from his mouth, and said, "I was worried before, after you recovered from the energy deviation, people said you had changed a lot, but it seems they were wrong. You're still the third young master, always doing what you want, breaking the sex rules without a second thought. You damned villain, stop talking nonsense, attack, I won't spare you." "Haha, good, if you feel this way, I can't just sit here and let you do as you please. Let's see how much your martial arts have improved since you returned from Bamboo Forest Mountain." As soon as he finished speaking, he channeled his energy, the serpent style, the unique martial art of his family. Chun Hajin was quite surprised. It's the serpent style. He lunged forward with incredible speed, like a snake. The strength of this martial art lies in its speed and agility, but its power is not that great. He grunted, sweating profusely. He delivered a powerful kick. His legwork was also very impressive. He's still young, yet he's reached such a high level of mastery. It's extraordinary. The title of fourth young master is well deserved. However, this level wasn't enough to challenge Chun Hajin. He calmly parried the attacks with his hands behind his back. "So you're using demoic art for defense, very clever, but you're underestimating me." Chun Hajin looked at him, thinking inwardly, still very simple techniques, is that all he can do? He blocked all his attacks effortlessly. Suddenly, sharp claws emerged from his fingertips, piercing our protagonist's abdomen. This took him by surprise. His fingernails could extend. Taking advantage of Chun Hajin's surprise, he launched a series of attacks. "You're finished, boy. Damn it, there's poison on his claws. Die." The scene shifts to the liege's hall. "My liege, all preparations for the ceremony are complete. Even if there are minor errors, we subordinates can immediately correct them." "Excellent work. Been working hard. Would you like a drink?" "Thank you, my liege, for the drink." He then used a pair of tongs to bring over a cup of wine. "This is a reward for your hard work these past few days. Your humble servant thanks you, my liege." "Right, and young Xiaoryang, how is he, the liege and protector?" "My liege, after the incident at the tavern with the captain, there have been no further changes observed in the third young master." "That's not what I'm asking." "Then what is your liege asking?" "I want to know how that young Xiaoryang has changed." "Recently, the third young master remains the same, no significant changes." "Is that so? All right." He thought to himself, that means Xiaoryang didn't choose the earth spirit in the ancient bamboo forest, spirit chose him. Following it, so that's the fortuitous encounter he achieved, but this encounter truly surprised me greatly. Speaking of the earth spirit, it's a creature unlike any other in the ancient bamboo forest. It exists in a incarnation, following life and death. Each time it dies, it's reborn into a young, continue its new life cycle. At that time, the surrounding creatures and spiritual energy will be drained by it. The earth spirit is perhaps the strangest spiritual beast in the world. But the reason everyone calls it a demon is for another reason. Each time it reincarnates, the land inevitably falls, and war breaks out. The ominous signs following its rebirth have been in the world since then. All of this made existence a terrifying fear for the entire Murim. It sat high above Chun Hajin trying to help his maid. Chun Hajin took her pulse and diagnosed the poison as some kind of insect poison, while only marked it wasn't life-threatening yet. Ironically, she didn't know martial arts, so she wouldn't be able to the insect poison accumulating inside her body. The important thing now was to quickly expel the insect poison. To do this, he had to maximize his healing abilities by using the boundless technique combined with his demoic art. Lately, I've noticed her eyes have been distant and fearful. It's because the insect poison has frightened her and is draining her life force. I really don't know what cruel person would do this to Manhwa. Channeled his chi into her body. Immediately, she coughed up blood, along with the insect poison. Manhwa, are you alright? You're okay now. Holding the insect poison, he murmured, an ancient insect poison, it's not meant to kill, but to control others, forcing them to obey to get the antidote and turning them into obedient slaves. That one wanted her to do something, so they poisoned her. Only one person is cruel as this. It's the fourth young master, that damned bastard. Change, what do you mean? You're saying that the little maid fourth young master planted to harm the third young master? I can't say for sure, but what I want to talk incense. This is the scent only found on the fourth young master. I always smell it strongly on him, but this incense was found in Manhwa's room, that's so. Furthermore, she was poisoned with the insect poison. Someone definitely poisoned her and forced her to obey, so you mean. Exactly, the maid was poisoned. They wanted the third young master to inhale this scent, but she refused. It seems the third young master has a very low, but I don't understand why the fourth young master would do this. You're such a simpleton, why would you even ask? There's only one reason. What is it? Dongpil asked curiously. It's to fight for the position of liege. This is nothing new in this sect. The young masters always fight by elimination. Whoever survives is the winner. The scene shifts to the fourth young master's smoky room. Guard, yes, my lord. You see, Xiaoryang is still at ease. Happened, right? Yes, my lord, I'm a little worried. I don't understand how he can remain so calm. To worry about anything, when I work, I always have a backup plan, even if the worst happens and still handle it. What is the worst case scenario that you are talking about? If it really goes wrong, I will take responsibility. Don't think that way, that scenario won't have made thorough plans. No matter what that villain Xiaoryang does, he won't escape our grasp. At the right time, we'll be able to eliminate him. I'll have someone monitor his every move immediately. As they were talking, there was a crash. The door to the fourth young master's quarters was smashed. They were startled and didn't know what was happening. From the doorway, a long path was ripped open by a powerful palm strike. The person who entered was the third young master. Guards lay scattered around him. He walked straight towards the fourth young master inside. You damned villain out here, don't hide and harm others from behind. Aren't you afraid of divine retribution? He dares to barge into my, and you're still acting so arrogant. You're bold, even as the third young master. Consider the liege's reputation. You talk about reputation. He calmly asked, so, third brother, what's the matter? You storm into my house like this, seems like someone provoked you, didn't they? Chun Hajin angrily clenched his fist, cursing inwardly. Slap, asterisk, you dare pretend you don't know what's going on. He punched him in the face. He staggered back a few steps. He smiled, wiped the blood from his mouth. I was worried before, after you recovered from the energy deviation, people changed a lot, but it seems they were wrong. You're still the third young master, always doing what you want. The sect's rules without a second thought. Damned villain, stop talking nonsense, attack, are you? Haha, good, if you feel this way, I can't just sit here and let you do as you please. Let's see how much your martial arts have improved. Learn from Bamboo Forest Mountain. As soon as he finished speaking, his energy, the serpent style, the unique martial art of his family. Chun Hajin was quite surprised. It's the serpent style. He lunged forward with incredible speed. The strength of this martial art lies in its speed and agility, but its power is not that. He grunted, sweating profusely. He delivered a powerful kick. It was also very impressive. He's still young, yet he's reached the level of mastery. It's extraordinary. The title of fourth young master is well deserved. However, this isn't enough to challenge Chun Hajin. He calmly parried the attacks with his hands behind his back. So you're using Demoic fence, very clever, but you're underestimating me. Chun Hajin looked at him, thinking inwardly, still very simple techniques, is that all he can do? He blocked all his attacks effortlessly. Suddenly, sharp urged from his fingertips, piercing our protagonist's abdomen. This took him by surprise. His fingernails could extend. Taking advantage of Chun Hajin's surprise, he launched a series of attacks. You're finished, boy. Damn it, there's poison on his claws. Die. Through an uppercut, Chun Hajin was sent flying with a loud crash. You've been poisoned by my serpent venom. Even if you use demoic art, you won't be able to remove all the poison. If you try to use demoic art to force it out, it'll feel like thousands of needles piercing your body. It'll be worse than death. Be able to survive day by day. That's what happens to those who dare to confront young master. The pile of rubble suddenly moved, surprising the fourth young master. He's been poisoned, yet he's still moving. Crash! The rubble shattered. Chun Hajin's power surged. I'm serious. You think your serpent venom can hurt me? Damn it, what's going on? How can he resist my serpent venom? In my past life, I've faced countless dangers, countless experiences. Your poison is potent, but it's not enough to kill me. He channeled his demonic energy. The aura of his demonic energy caused the guards around blood. He was terrified by this powerful aura. This isn't ordinary digi. His power has reached the level of a grandmaster, comparable to Gu Pei, demon monarch. He watched in disbelief as Chun Hajin charged towards him. This damned villain, he's reached demonic cultivation. Before he could react, a sword flew down from somewhere, accompanied by a loud shout, "Stop!" People in black, wearing masks, appeared and stopped them. These were the Black Shadow Guards of the Justice Department. They were summoned after someone saw the fourth young master in danger. I am the seventh captain of the Black Shadow Guards, serving there. Please come with me to the Justice Department. Because there was a report that there was a fight here, we rushed here at the feed. Who informed the court that they came so quickly? Look behind the fourth young master. That physician is panting. He must have been in a hurry. It seems that old Fox realized the situation wasn't in his master's favor, so he reported it to the hall and got them involved. Chun Hajin didn't resist the law enforcement hall and said, "Wait a moment," pulling something out from his person. Then, he grabbed Shin's mouth, frightening him. "You villain, you fed my servant this poison, didn't you? Now, I'll let you experience what it feels devoured by this." His expression turned icy. "But if you don't want, it's fine, I'll gladly help you." Seeing this, the fourth young master, "You fiend, with the law enforcement hall here, you dare to cause trouble, stop it." He whimpered, "Young master, save me. You're his confidant, right? Don't worry, he'll find a way to cure you eventually, but let this be a lesson. If you ever try this again, I'll destroy you." "Let him go, you see, I was just bluffing. Your master will find a way. Even if he swallows this insect, there's no need for me to efforts." As soon as he finished speaking, he shoved the insect into the man's ear. This shocked and horrified everyone present. Young master's cold-bloodedness. He lay on the ground in agony. "Seems settled, let's go to the law enforcement hall," he said, wiping his bloody hands. "You need to tie me up, untie me, I haven't resisted." Scene change. Law enforcement hall, "Young master, please follow me. Didn't you finish the investigation this afternoon? Where are you taking me?" This seems to be where the Berserk Demon Squad captain was imprisoned last time. Suddenly, he felt pain. It's the wound from the fourth young master. The poison I suppressed with chi is flaring up again, damn it. That damned master used various poisons to cultivate his martial arts. The incense is also a poison he created to slowly harm it, causing significant damage to the body. His heretical martial art is undoubtedly a combination of different potent poisons, making it difficult to cure. I've never heard of this poison in my past life. He creates such a terrifying poison technique, it will take a long time to find a cure. We've arrived, third young master. He looked at the room and thought, where is this place? From the auras, one of the two inside is that damned fourth young master. The other's aura, I can't figure out who it is. This person exudes a dangerous aura. The door opened, he felt uncomfortable with the person's aura. Who could? "Third young master, you've arrived." The fourth young master glared at with displeasure. Chun Hajin spoke, "I wonder if this elder is the hall master of the law enforcement." "Indeed, I am Gogu of the law enforcement hall." The hall master, Chun Hajin thought, he seems friendly and cheerful. But the hall master of the law enforcement hall wouldn't be so simple. I can't judge appearance, there might be a cunning or sinister person hidden beneath this facade. The more I look at him, the more I feel simple, he must have some ulterior motive for summoning me here. "Young master, you've traveled far, please sit." of my subordinates must have been troublesome for you. Chun Hajin said, I can't sit down right now. Why can't I sit? Summon me here, so there must be something. Even if I don't know your purpose, I don't want to talk to someone trying to hide something from me. Honestly, you seem very ambiguous, unlike others in the law enforcement hall who wear You don't, but you seem different. What do you mean, young master? I don't understand, he said with a smile. To be honest, even without a mask, I can't guess your intentions. The more ambiguous and confusing you are. You're not wearing a mask, but I feel like you're wearing 1,000, so you feel that way. That's right, that's why I can't guess. The fourth young master showed displeasure. This scoundrel is rambling again to attract attention. The hall master turned serious. Indeed, the third young master is not simple. His face began to contort and change. Is that an art? His face is changing. And this is my true face. You're only the third person to ever recognize my transfiguration art. Shall we true face now, young master? Chun Hajized, he's the hall master of the law enforcement hall. Young master, I've always wondered, after recovering from your illness and energy deviation, you went to the ancient bamboo forest for 8 months and returned safely. Your abilities are extraordinary. That's nothing. We've exchanged pleasantries. Let's get to why did you summon me? The fourth young master was frustrated. There he could see through the hall master's disguise. Then I'll state the reason. I believe you both knew. This matter is settled. You already had us interrogated for hours. Why did you call us? Do you have a request? Just as the third young master said, I do have a request. I want to refrain from causing trouble like today again. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything, so he came to cause trouble for me. I did do something. Then what right do you have to order me? I am the fourth prince, the true disciple of Liege. Besides my master Liege, who else can order me? Young master is right. I don't dare to order young master to do this or that, but since you know that, why did you say those words? While we're here, let me tell the fourth young master something about his actions. Don't think we don't know. You to bribe soldiers within the sect to work for you as mercenaries. That's unacceptable. He turned red with anger. Don't you dare accuse me without evidence. Young master, there's no need to deny it. Saying this, we naturally have concrete evidence. Even if you are a direct disciple of the Liege, if you dare to do things X rules and gather troops, the Liege won't let you off. Are you threatening me? Yes, he said it plainly. The disciplinary hall operates similarly to the Court of Elders. Both aim to maintain order within the sect. However, their nature is completely different. The Court of Elders acts on the Liege's orders. Generally, their work is always passive. Our disciplinary hall is the opposite of elders. We can deal with threats to the sect at our discretion. Even with this authority, we respect masters and don't want to force you to follow. He continued, while that's the case, you two continue doing things like before. I assure you, you won't be as comfortable in the disciplinary hall. It won't be pleasant. What about the third young master? He turned to Chun Hajin, but the latter replied, because I'm busy enjoying this food. Brother, what was your question again? Ah, so you don't want this again. All right, as you wish. I don't want to make things do either. Third young master, please take this seriously. My words aren't a joke. You know we work to ensure the sect's safety, so my words are carefully considered. Chun Haji, while eating, I know you're serious. No one is stupid enough to confront the disciplinary hall. Of course, I'll follow your wishes. I just want to live peacefully in my own business. If that scoundrel doesn't bother me, I won't bother him. By the way, hall master, this wine is quite good. What's its name? I haven't named it yet. Oh, you know how. I wonder if you have more. I want you to say before you can finish your sentence. He spoke up. If the young master in my wine, I will have someone bring you a few bottles. Oh, that's good. I will also prepare a gift in return for you. Young master, there's no need to be so polite. It's only right. It's more fun when exchange gifts. The fourth young master glistening to their back and forth. He turned to him and asked the fourth young master. He sat silently. He stood up and kicked over his chair. Damn it. I'll never forget this humiliation, even if I die. He left. Chun Hajin shouted, you scoundrel, do you have no manners? Young master, I've said what I needed to. Is there anything else? I don't have much to ask. There's just one thing I'm curious about. transfigure is very costly to use. I needed to use it to test us like that. What was your intention, or were you simply using it as a joke? He fell silent, pondering. If you don't want to say, then I'll take my leave. He left, leaving the hall master to watch him go. It's true, after recovering from the experience energy deviation, the third young master has completely changed. I can't anymore. But the aura he exudes feels very familiar. Could it be that he also? Master, we've prepared a carriage for your return to the manor. No need, I have something to think about. I'll walk back. Those bastards from the disciplinary hall dared to threaten me. I'm furious. And that scoundrel Xiaoryang, you just wait. Don't think I'll let you off the hook. I have many in store for you. Just wait. When that time comes, neither the disciplinary hall nor your master can save you. You dare. Just wait for that day. As he was walking, a voice sneered. Seemed quite cocky. Scoundrel. He was startled. He looked to the side and saw Chun Hajin had been waiting for him. It's me, younger brother. Come have a drink with me. The hall master of the disciplinary hall is a troublesome old man, but his wine is quite good. He thought, why is he here? This is near the disciplinary hall. Does he dare to make trouble here? Hey, you'd so wary. I just want to have a drink with my younger brother. Let's celebrate our release. Sit down. He sat down. Since when did I get angry when I hear his voice? Since he disrupted my meeting with the internal enlightenment facility, I've been furious. Everything went off the rails. I need to stay calm. One day, kill him. He picked up the wine bottle. Brother, why did you wait for me here? Nothing special. We've never propped down and drank together, so I waited for you here. You're completely wrong, third senior brother. We've sat and drank together many times. Is that so? I don't remember. So, we have talked since we grew up. Well, that's not important now. Let me be frank. Do you continue causing trouble? Can't you leave me alone? Why do you keep bothering me? Chun Hajin's words made him laugh. How can you say such things, brother? Conflict between us is inevitable. The seven of us, we can't avoid danger. From the moment we became our masters decided we were like sworn enemies. Our fight has already begun. Avoidable. You understand this, right? Why are you asking such pointless questions? No, conflict is inevitable, but do we really have to kill each other? You're joking again. What's the point of saying? No, this is just something I really want to tell you. At least don't need to confront each other like this. Third brother, just look at the people in the royal family of this. You will understand the fate of the princes who cannot, right? Do you know how they will be treated? Their fate is such that they would rather die than be so miserable. What's the difference between us and those other young masters and misses? Only one of us can ascend to the position of the new liege. Even brothers will have out mercy. So, your intention is to seize all the power of this sect, or are you afraid of dying at the hands of us? So you're killing your own brothers. The fourth young really set down the wine jar, losing all interest in drinking. Continue with such nonsense. I'll take my leave. Everything I said in front of the hall was sincere. I don't want to fight with my brothers. I just want to live in peace. Are you to try to harm me? If you really intend to do that, what do you plan to do? He replied, naturally, if you do that, I won't let it slide. I'll deal with it immediately. Has your answer changed? Demonic energy erupted from his body. He stopped and said, we're in this situation now, point in lying, so I'll just say it here. The wine jar shattered from his aura. One day, you'll die by my hand, he glared, full of anger. But a scene before him shocked him. Boom, a large explosion. Are you planning to fight again? I won't be so easily hit this time. What are you doing? He yelled. You said you'll kill me one day. If you said that, I can't let that day come. Stay here today. Before you can kill me, you'll die here today. Back at the law enforcement hall, I wonder if the two young masters have returned. The fourth young master's intention is probably to disagree with my earlier proposal for reconciliation. However, someone like the fourth young master, I won't cause any major disturbances in this. But as for the third young master, I have no idea what he intends. Just then, someone came to report to the hall subordinate, urgent matter to report, come in. It's a major event, hall master, what's wrong? Why are you so panicked and shouting? Third and fourth young masters are fighting a duel on their way back. What, they're fighting again right after leaving here? Back to the two of them, insisted on a duel. You go first, I'll let you have a few moves, how about that? His muscles tensed, looking terrifying. You dare look like that? Chun Hajin looked at him and said, that poison snake style, it takes a long time to fully unleash its power, that's why when I attacked you, always retreated, waiting for the opportunity to counterattack. You damned wretch, desperate to die to challenge me like this, he crouched, preparing to attack. He stuck out his tongue like a snake. You provoking me is the biggest mistake of your life. He jumped and lunged forward. I'll kill you right here, you damned wretch. He strike, but Chun Hajin used a palm strike infused with demonic energy. Their two techniques collided the area and causing demonic energy to erupt throughout. Your poison technique isn't bad, but it's just a show. With a palm technique like that, don't even dream of touching me. Both were pushed back, the fourth young master grunted. Chun Hajin thought, no wonder he's the fourth young master. Poison snake style is clearly stronger than the captain's. If his opponent, she'd probably be killed in one move. Of course, it's different, but because I was hit by his poison snake style earlier, I haven't fully recovered. Can't use all my chi. You damned wretch, prepare to die. Fourth young master went berserk, his face covered in snake scales. You're really disrespectful to your senior brother. Senior brother, you're going to die today, you bastard. He swung his arm, easily blocking the fourth young master's strike. You seem rather slow, fourth. How can you defeat me being so slow? He attacked repeatedly, but none of his strikes landed on Chun Hajin. You bastard, you'll die by my hand. He jumped, unleashing a kick. He stepped back, dodging with ease. He was astonished. What the hell, where did that bastard go? Chun Hajin, I'm here, were you looking for me? I didn't use my full strength last time, this time, eyes wide and see the true power of your senior brother, heavenly demon striding art. This sex technique should be used like asterisk. He quickly closed the distance with the fourth young master, using the heavenly demon striding art. A powerful punch landed on his chest, accompanied by the words, have you seen clearly now? He grunted and flew back. What, how could he be so? I didn't even see his movement when he punched me. How come you already know my strength? It seems the combination of heavens and earth divine steps and the dark heavenly demon technique isn't bad, although I've never used those together before. Today you're the first person I've brought out to try that move. Come here, I see that the move seems quite powerful. He roared in the face, you bastard, to use me as an experiment for your martial arts, damn it. Good, you've tricked me, don't expect to die peacefully. He unleashed snake towards Chun Hajin. His demonic energy transformed him as snake and lunged forward. Don't bother, with such a slow attack, how can you possibly? Haha, you're still the same as when you were little, always looking down on others, never respecting. You'll regret that attitude. It's because of this temperament that you always look down on others, never look above, look up, thinking about. As soon as you looked up, he struck, you fell for it. I've carefully created a poisonous cloud from my venomous snake palm. Think you can dodge this massive poisonous cloud? Go ahead and try, let's see if your heavenly demon god style can evade this. With one gulp, he was completely submerged in the poisonous cloud created by the fourth young master. When you're hit, the toxins will spread throughout your body, it will corrode your body and internal organs, you wishing you were dead. No one who's been hit by my venomous snake palm has ever survived. The more arrogant you were, the more you'll regret it in that pool of when you face me, there's only death. As for Chun Hajin, stopped breathing and regulating his energy, yet the poison seeping in through his previous wounds. This damned fourth brother, he actually a terrifying poison technique. I need to poison quickly, or it will corrode me to death. He drew his sword and quickly slashed, destroying the poisonous cloud. He swung his sword and burst out of the poisonous area. Where did that damned guy go? I can't see him, but in front of me, Manhwa is lying on the ground in pain. Master's whole body is full and hot, my heart and liver feel like they're burning. Young master, save me. Why are you here? Don't move, you haven't fully recovered yet. Suddenly, Manhwa's eyes gleamed. She swiped fiercely at Chun Hajin, but he reacted in time. You damned scoundrel, You dared to disguise yourself as a female servant to trick me. He had just escaped when he was shocked. What in the world? Time no see, Chun Hajin. What, the secret demon queen, why is she here? Your limbs are all gone, only your head remains. What are you saying? What happened to my hands? And my legs too, what is going on? I'm struggling to escape the illusion of the venomous snake. How pathetic, ha ha ha. This scene excites me so much. Third senior brother died here because of your arrogant and overconfident nature, looking down on everyone. I held back as much as I could, brother, yet you still dared to. If you die, blame only yourself. Forward, intending to finish him off. Before he could strike, Chun Hajin grabbed him by the neck. He froze, looking at Chun Hajin. You, how is this possible? How could you escape my venomous snake illusion? You were completely under its influence. I've just woken up, remembering the suffering I endured has made me much stronger mentally. You can't imagine, this is the demon you're most proud of, isn't it? It did pose a bit of a threat. But to think you could defeat me with only this demonic technique is a grave mistake, he said, unleashing a powerful punch to his stomach. He flew through the air like a rocket. Your palm is useless against me now. Back when I was an assassin, I trained myself to have an incredible resistance to poison. I can withstand most deadly poisons in the world, so I was able to escape your poisonous claw. He groaned in pain. You damned bastard, what are you talking about? My venomous snake palm, how could you so easily overcome it? Only the masters in our sect can barely withstand it, and you, who haven't cultivated any poison techniques, your senses so quickly. To be honest, I am somewhat impressed by your poison technique. Escaped it, I wouldn't dare compare myself to the masters of your sect. Now, let's end this quickly. I'll show you my true power. I'll show you what true energy is. He was stunned. What are you saying? I will unleash my true demonic power, leaving you to die without regret. As soon as he finished, his aura erupted violently. His power in the air, truly terrifying. He was pushed back by the aura he emitted. He was horrified. What is that? Then he looked at Chun Hajin, thinking, what kind of demonic is he using? He's clearly just standing still, not wielding a sword. Why does his sword energy feel like it wants into 1,000 pieces? He struggled desperately to resist Hajin's demonic energy, in agonizing pain. His own demonic energy, protective barrier, couldn't stop his demonic energy. His body was being cut by his energy, excruciatingly painful. Still standing there without moving at all, but I had to get out of this situation quickly. Had to take action to release the poisonous snake demon. To escape this situation was too dangerous. He rushed to Hajin. You suddenly opened your eyes, your life is over. My demon blade hadn't even Chun Hajin struck, a fatal blow causing a geyser of blood. His speed was too fast, in a blink, he had pierced through him. Do you have anything else to say? If not, then let me send you to your next life. Always try to harm others, leading them to their deaths. Human life is fragile, now the fear of impending death, don't you? He was terrified. Am I going to die? Chun Hajin raised his sword. Rest in peace, sir. Just then, something appeared. Don't act rashly. Two beams of light, formed from spiritual energy, aimed his sword. You wouldn't cause trouble anymore, young master, how could you? How could you an act of killing your fellow disciples and brothers? Stop, the hall master is using the like-nothing subduing technique. The like-nothing subduing technique is a very complex art. It requires a high level of chi and enlightenment, thus, the emitted force can smoothly control. This hall master's skill is truly extraordinary. Hall master, you scoundrel wanted to kill me, he almost succeeded. Do you think I should forgive him? What a troublesome hall master, he thought. Master, you can't do that, this matter requires the liege's decision. Currently, the third is causing trouble in the area under the jurisdiction of the discipline hall. How can I please stop? Hall master, you seem to be exceeding your authority. Do you think everyone should fear the power of the discipline hall? He swung his sword, severing the restraint. I'm sorry, but I can't. He intended to kill me, how could I let him be? The third young master broke through my two invisible chains with one strike. Power, he said. How can you defy the discipline hall? Do you not respect the liege's authority? Can you handle the consequences? You talk about consequences. Actions are free and unrestrained, whether I can handle the consequences will be seen. As he lunged forward, he attacked the discipline hall's hallmately. His speed was incredibly fast. His blade energy was fierce, body movements nimble, and his palm force incredibly oppressive. What powerful strength! The young master's demonic arts have become this strong. Chun Hajin unleashed a horizontal slash. Not only was he fast, his body movements were no less skilled than mine. Chun Hajin then used the of the 9 nether blade technique. Blade energy combined with demonic energy. Directly attacked, taking the hall master's prize. He raised his hand, creating a barrier. Was useless, this blade technique was too powerful. The third young master technique was extremely fierce, and it also contained scorching fire energy. Damn it, this is too difficult. Suddenly, a large explosion occurred right before the hall master's eyes. If my protective chi had been slightly weaker, my whole body would have been burned to ashes after that move. After that demonic blade technique, his chi must be depleted. I need to recover to deal with the next attack, but suddenly, Chun Hajin was gone. He was dumbfounded. Where did he go? Why did he stop attacking? He couldn't have given up. While he was still stunned, he approached the fourth young master who was behind him. Not good, his target isn't me, but the fourth young master. He helplessly watched as Chun Hajin, full of intent, charged towards him. It's too late, third young master, stop, stop. As soon as he finished speaking, there was a thump. He coughed, Chun Hajin's sword pierced through him quickly, and he vomited blood. I've reconsidered, I won't kill you. But I will make you lose everything you have. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, nothing will be missing. You entered the demonic path, so you will fully experience it. All the despised for those you harmed, you will now experience it all, and live the life in bed. His heart meridian, where the demonic poison gathered in his dantian, was completely destroyed. He also atrophied. He can maintain his form not through training, but through protective inner energy. That's a high level of cultivation, but it's only a fantasy for martial artists who dream of achieving a perfect physique. You can't die immediately, but you'll definitely have to spend years in bed recovering. Because your heart meridian is broken, you've become an invalid. Even if you will never be able to restore your original martial arts skills. This is a lesson for a bastard. Don't worry, even if you are bedridden, as my senior, I will still send you medicine and medicinal properties. You must stay forever and never forget it. At this time, the other people from the court had also arrived at the hall. Are you okay? You walked too fast, I couldn't keep up. Chun Hajin raised his hand high. All right, take me to the law enforcement hall. Scene change, law enforcement hall. He was imprisoned. You've been here now, say what you have to say. I wasn't trying to escape. Can you take off these iron shackles? I won't take advantage of the opportunity to resist, it's just that my hands are numb. That won't do, third young master, now that you're imprisoned here, I can't take off your shackles. I warned you before, young master, but you acted this way, so it's difficult to talk to you now. Thank you, do your duty. As the hall master of the law enforcement hall, you can't ignore this. I understand your predicament. You're just hoping to reconcile me with that scoundrel, the fourth young master. Right, young master. But things are as they are, so I have nothing more to say. You truly didn't listen to me, young master. Now the fourth young's bedridden, his martial arts completely gone. This is a very dangerous situation for you, if this reaches the least. Before he finished, Chun Hajin strained and easily shattered the iron shackles. I know, regardless, what you feared most us. But I ask you, what's your purpose in coming here? Reproach me for my actions. He looked at him in astonishment. He broke iron shackles simply by using internal energy. Hall master, I respect you, otherwise, would have escaped, come to this prison. As the third young master, I've endured a great deal. Young master, I don't release the third young master. This conversation seems rather pointless. I've come here, that's all, there's nothing of value, let the liege decide. I'll return to the manor first. After he left, the hall spoke, young master, be careful, the law enforcement hall will be watching your every move. Whether you watch or not, I don't care, just don't get in my way. Third young master, arrogant, you're just one of the candidates, you don't have any advantage in the struggle for that position. Who says I want that position? The hall master remained silent, truly a difficult opponent, with an inscrutable mind. His martial arts are extremely high, his attacks cruel and brutal. Arts have likely reached an unimaginable level. Watched him use his martial arts, I saw elements of internal energy and swordsmanship that resembled those of the righteous path. How is that possible? Or perhaps he has a similar identity to mine. Scene change, somewhere. Waiter, bring some appetizers. Yes, right away, sir. This is delicious. Been a long time since I've eaten something this good. A meal without worries, focused only on eating, a rare thing indeed. Young man, please eat slowly. Didn't you get anything to eat or drink in the law enforcement hall? They gave me food, but what kind of food was it? Weren't even edible. Ma Dongpil is settled at the law enforcement hall. Young master, it's settled for now. What about the fourth young master? Will they seek revenge? That guy's bedridden now, he can't do anything. The law enforcement hall probably doesn't want any more trouble, so they'll cover this up. He stood up. It's over. Everyone go home, everyone go back to their work, there's nothing left to do. Especially you, Ma Dongpil, don't anymore, go back to your post, you're the captain of the 3rd squad others, you have plenty of work there, why are you following me? And you, captain, return to your berserk demon squad, the other member for you. She looked sad. Young master, why are you saying that? I just want. As he spoke and left, I know, things calm now, so everyone go back to your post. Full, I'm going home. What, he's so heartless, we were so worried about him, and he just leaves like that. What about you, you fool? Disappointed? Not exactly disappointed. You say you're not disappointed, your face looks like a deflated bun. I don't understand why the young master is acting like this. It feels like he's saying goodbye to us. Could he be planning to leave? Chun Hajin returned home and saw the maid cleaning. Master, you're back, the girl cried, tears of joy. Yes, I'm back. The girl ran to him, prostrating herself and crying, thank you, young master, for saving me. Chun Hajin worried, you're not well, why are you cleaning? It's alright, Anghwa, I'm so happy to see you healthy again. Hoo, thanks, the young master is back safe. I was just lucky. So what about the 4th prince? Yes sir, it is very dangerous, the condition is not good, the toxins have spread throughout the body and he is bedridden. Though he can be treated, it is difficult to predict what the situation when he recovers. So, as long as he's alive, it's fine, right? Is there no chance of his martial art? The physicians predict that there's no chance of recovery, it's already difficult to treat him to return to normal, and his martial art considered lost. I understand, you may leave. Yes, sir. I thought it would end the 4th young master's life. Didn't it do so at that time? What was the reason for that change? The 4th young master tried every way to kill him. He didn't kill him, it's strange. In a short time, he caused chaos. He agitated the berserk, bribed the internal enlightenment facility, and even clashed with the people of the law enforcement department. He created a series of uncontrollable, yet everything ended peacefully as if nothing had happened. That's precisely what no one expected. No matter how chaotic it got, it returned to peace. Everything seemed to be part of his plan. An interesting person, the succession battle has lost one contender. Speaking of the master, he's the son of the patriarch of the Shi clan, he's talented and intelligent. Grew older, he showed less of his personality. Like his clan, show happiness and harmony on their faces, but it's just a mask hiding the evil. He's insidious and cunning, like a snake. Of course, everyone is different, such a personality is fine, it doesn't matter if the winner has sinister schemes. But is that the 4th young master always guarded himself against everyone. His talent, he refused to cultivate and nurture it, preventing its full development. His martial art stagnated, no longer superior to, and thus, his defeat was inevitable. Of course, the 3rd young master was completely different. Before, he was like the 4th young master, but after experiencing energy deviation, he made tremendous progress. That incredible far superior to the 4th young master, that was the deciding factor in the recent battle. The next morning, the young master had a visitor. who could it be? It's been a long time, third young master, are you well? It's here, what could she want, he thought, why is she here, I thought we had nothing to do with each other anymore. She spoke, I have a matter I need your help with, young master, if you're not busy you come to my internal enlightenment facility for a bit. Is it something so important that the abbot needs me? Because I trust in the young master's martial arts, just a little of your profound skill helped that child improve greatly. So that means the person has recovered, it's faster than I thought, could help you, abbot, of course, you are an outstanding person, young master, and so your martial arts are naturally exceptional, that child is very lucky to have received your help. You truly live up to your reputation as someone who could take the lieges, you don't need to praise me like that, abbot. Everything is clear now, you defeated the fourth young master, what's there to say, I didn't want it away, but there was no other choice. I'm not just saying you're outstanding without reason, the situation is what it is, your prestige echoes act, only you don't seem to notice. Doesn't understand the situation. My position went smoothly thanks to your help, but everything's settled now, why should I go to the internal enlightenment facility, it's for my, isn't it? At the internal enlightenment facility, it looks like I'm doing everything. The child is helping a great deal, if the situation doesn't improve almost no help. If this continues, it will cause significant losses to the sect, Chunhajin. This isn't simple. She's never begged anyone before, yet now she's humbling herself. My help, I can take this opportunity to gain something, she'll owe me a favor. And so, I need to be careful, she's not a simple person. But with her determined look, it's hard to refuse, I guess I have to. Alright, I'll help you, but you'll owe me a favor, it's better if we make it a fair exchange, thank you, young master, that's good. No need, exchange, what do you want in return, young master, she asked. Oh, let's leave that for later, I haven't yet, anyway, I don't need money, I need freedom and independence, but it's hard to say that, isn't it? Now I want to leave here, but I need an opportunity, wait a minute. And it seems this time the abbot is taking care of everything for the banquet, right? Yeah, that's right, if there's a lack of supplies, we'll have to go out and buy them, right? That's right, young master. So, is there anything going out? Of course, many supplies need to be transported to other sect, about half a month. Before she finished, grabbed her hand, alright, I'll do my best to treat your successor. Here's my chance, finally, I can get out of here. Scene changed to Mil, who's cultivating on a rock. Everything is finished, everyone should return to their posts, especially you, Ma Dongpil, you've been following me for Chunhajin's words echoed in his head. If you continue following me like this, will you abandon your work at the court of Elder? You're not an ordinary member, you're the team leader there, go back. The third young master is right, too used to following him, neglecting my duties, I should wake up, I'll see the young master again many times in the future. I apologize for disturbing you during your cultivation, the leader of the first squad is calling for you. Servant reported, I'll be right there. You called for me, senior, you're here already. I'll get straight to the point, in 3 days, you'll escort my team leader, right, but there's a change of plans. As you know, every 3 months, Huanxi Courtyard sends supplies into the city, this month is the shipment. Senior, so I'm in charge of this transport, we didn't need to do this before, their escort isn't weak, is it? It's because the femming, and there will be unforeseen complications. Therefore, I can't let them go alone, we will escort them. We leave, probably in 15 days, all the important notes of that mission are written on that paper, just read it carefully. No. Yes, I understand, I have accepted the task, so I will complete it well. Scene changed to the internal enlightenment facility. Is it this person? Yes, right. This is Juhua, a child with exceptional talent, when she first joined the sect, her talent already well known. This child holds a very important facility, and also serves as the chief administrator, but no one knows that, you're in charge of everything. That's right, because this child is in this situation, the internal enlightenment facility is almost paralyzed, because this child handled so much work in the facility, now without her, everything at a standstill. Amazing, at a glance, this girl seems to be about my age, I wouldn't have thought someone her age would hold such a position in the internal enlightenment facility. I only passed on my esoteric skills to her, and it seems her injuries have improved significantly already. She's truly a formidable woman. Let me first check the girl's condition before deciding on a treatment plan. You took her pulse. Demonic energy erupted, crimson red. The head of the facility was astonished. The demonic energy was too strong. You only used a little internal energy. The demonic energy erupted so powerfully. Simply unbelievable. I'm beyond astonished. She stood beside, observing Chun Hajin, the demonic energy radiating from his body visible to the naked eye. There is too much qi in this girl's body. I just need to control my profound energy to follow Ian's and push the qi. After a while, the girl's nose was red and it was considered stable, and the gas was gradually pushed out through the blood vessels and pores. A few days, the girl gradually regained consciousness. Just one day promised deadline. Finally, young Juhua woke up,